1977 Dodge Adventure 150. It's better than 100, I guess. Pickup truck. I don't know anything about this rig other than it hasn't run and been off the road for, what's that say? Math. Carry the 6. 15 years. Let's see if we can get her fired up and on the road again. Quick story on this that's back, you know. Friend picked this up for me. It's out of Missouri. He's out of Iowa or something, Ohio. I don't know. It's all confusing in that area of the states, okay? In my brain, he sent me a nice picture of a black short box. And I said, yep, I'll buy that. Sent him the money and, well, I got this. It's real good. And I don't know anything about it because I never even talked to the seller. My friend did. So I didn't ask any questions. I know absolutely nothing about the history on this rig or anything. So we're going in blind here, guys. See what's gonna happen. This one does, however, have one of them there titles. That's neat. So let's walk around this thing together for the first time. I'm already seeing some tarpage. Guessing the roof is caved in from a hay bale or something. That's fine. Rotten wheels. Severe weight reduction, which means it's fast. I also see that I got my cherry picker back. That's neat. Anyway, let's take a look. Now, personally, I don't know much about this Adventure model. Mopar was really good at just coming up with names. Macho, Expresses, whatever. Throw out an adjective. It was a truck name. They went to a board meeting and said, Robert, what do you got? Adventure. Adventure. And someone went. Then he went, 150. The guy was like, oh, yeah. What's different? I recessed the taillight 6 millimeters. Boom. Put it into production. You know what, fellers? Between Vice Grip Garage, Vice Grip Lodge, and my travel schedule, I haven't had time to hunt in years, if I'm being honest. Got 'em. But thanks to Hunting Clash, I can still get my fix in. That's a big brown bear. Location record, actually. The game is free and available on iOS and Android. I put a link for you down there in the description. Hunting Clash is a fun, detailed, first-person hunting game where a guy can hunt animals from all over the world through different locations. You can upgrade your weapons, and you can even compete and go head-to-head with other hunters and win. Now, if you're new to Hunting Clash, a guy can help you get started with my gift code, HUNTWITHVICE. You're gonna get 100 gold, 70 skill tokens, 1 mythical mountain lion lure card, and 1 mythical grizzly bear lure card. All of that is a $15 value, and you get it for free. To use that gift code, it's simple. Just click in the right-hand corner there, select gift codes, enter Hunt with Vice, and boom, $15 in free stuff. So what are you waiting for there, feller? Click that link down in the description and get hunting today. Thank you to Hunting Clash for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to this old classic Dodge. Now if a guy squints and just kind of glances and does this, you know, it looks good, you know, see? But then if you like actually look, yeah, it's, she's rough. I've never seen wheel rottage this kind of level before. Should not be driven on that, so we're gonna drive on that if possible. Box has severe weight reduction. This must have been the drifting model. See, this is airflow. Whoops. Okay, well, that's busted. Air flows through that normally. We got some General Ameritrac tur on here. They got some bite on them still. Ignore the dry rot and stuff. This is what I'm looking at up here. We got bite. So tires are brand new, basically. Got a gas cap on her. So that means it's probably only halfway full of gas and water. That's fine. Definitely had some 90s customizationals on it. It's one of them snap top things. They never worked out properly. Oh, yep, more custom. That's nice. That bumper might actually clean up really nice with some SOS Quad Zero steel wool pads. There's the Plate, Missouri, 07. Show me state. I don't know what they're showing. There ain't much there. You know, nice folks though. Back here, not a ton of rust. Got my going to town cherry picker though. That's nice. I sent that with a friend and he threw it in the back when he brought the truck. So over here, we got a lot of the same. A couple speed holes, more of that drift package. Over here, I wonder what the frame is like. Maybe we should not look, you know. More bite on this side. I think the tires actually match. I'll be dipped. Oh, these might be fine after all. It's just cosmetic. That's all. Okay. Yeah, we'll ignore that completely. We got cap cornerage. This is good right here. So that's neat. What's that, filler? Oh, it's a dent out for some reason. Okay, oh, this must be part of the adventure package. See that? Add-on. And yeah, that's, oh, okay. We got foldable rust. You flip it up when you don't want to see it. You fold it down when you want to show it off. Okay, that's also an add-on. Wasn't a factory option. This fender is brand new. Ain't nothing wrong with this one. Matching tires still. It must have had new treads on it. See, they parked it up in December. I'm wondering if they put winter wheels on it and something went awry. I see an engine in there. That's good news, I guess. What do we got for front bumperage? Oh yeah, that's a nice looking unit there. That one I'll also clean up. I see some cheap little meat horns in there, probably. Used to have some sort of headlight coverage. GE halogen. That's custom. Someone really put some effort into customizing this rig. I do have to say I like the hood inlay scallops design in the hood. I believe this is a 3rd gen D/W Doge series. And I think that was one of the new stylings. I don't know, should we get in this thing? See what we got? Hopefully we got some goodies in here. Oh, is she locked up or what? There we go. Oh. Fixed again. Oh, we got stuff. Okay. All right. What do we got? Oh, we got a thick. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's like abscess tooth and rabbit feet. It's an odd mixture. We got bungee cordage. Whole bunch of weird stuff. Woo! And good stuff. I'll bring you in here. Well, it turns out the reason there was a mobile home roof on top of the roof is this has a universe roof. But, you know, it's missing the stuff up there. So I'm sure that this has never gotten wet before. So that's good. I already see some aftermarket boom booms down here. Could be those cheesy horns. Hoping the starter. Got another toggleizationals down there. Steering is really tight, you know. How many mileage? 54,618. Yeah, that's probably 8,054,000. But actually the pedals don't look that bad at all. Or the armrest. Or the danged old seat. But this can't be the original seat, huh guys? No, can't be. What else we got? Ooh, we got keyage. And it turns. Huh. Tape measure. That's a bonus. We got aftermarket. What is that? An Apache? Aftermarket's ice cube juice thrower. They just drill the drain right through the floor there. So that's approved. Heavy duty tarp bay. I'm thinking this must have been the original Universe roof cover. Complete with some bungee cords. We'll ignore the water stuff in here. That never happened. Just get that out of there now. Oh, there we go. There's the old headlight covers. Yeah, them got to go back on, huh? We got belts galore in here. 1, trace, quattro. There's at least 3. Rear view mirror. There's the side chrome that fell off. The old plates. I mean, it's complete in here. I think that's the fuse panel edge storage underneath the glove box there. Look at this radio. Wow. It's got everything a guy needs. Microphone input. I'll be dipped. Blinker stick works. We got fire extinguisher. Probably been used. So, I mean, potential electrical fire, throws belts all the time, not sure what's going on. Carry a fire extinguisher on this rig. Great. Those are all good signs. Wonder what's back here. Just evidence of mice. So we're going to go ahead and just put that back. Pretend we didn't look at that. Rear window's nice. Just needs cleaned on a little bit. But nice little vacuum in here. Run some product down the door panels and the seats. Pretty snazzy little outfit, actually. Well, let's get under the hood, see what we got. What do we got? What do we got under here? What is it? Okay, gotta oil them up. Okay, we got a V8 flavor. Lots of stuff in here. Looks, dare I say, complete-ish. First glance, I'm gonna say probably a 318 with a 1-lunger, which is fantastic. We're making like 58 horsepower, that means. Huh. I don't care who you are, feller, you gotta be excited over this. These are normally just blown to pieces from everybody constantly working on these rigs. Put their knees through these. That's pretty exciting. I can see my shop lion's been in here, so we got mice in this truck. That's good. More belts off. There's got to be something going on with this thing. Hopefully it's not locked up. We'll have to get a wrench on the crank here pretty soon. But look at this. Ooh, we got super stocks. Lightning hoses. Well, except for that one. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, there we go. 1 lung of power. That's sticks wide open, so we're going to leave that. That's ready to go. It's a very questionable wiring. Stuff hanging. We've got some deletion on the heater core, so that probably leaks. Some new ignition parts though. Lightning can and lightning whirler. Oh, I like how that one's just jammed in there. Did I work on this? I must have at some point. And oh, they labeled it. See, this one is the negative. This one right here, guys, if you can't tell, this is the negative, the sad cable. This one over here is your red, positive. Okay, noted. Got some more. Wow, someone was an electrician working on this rig. I don't know what I'm looking at. I know that box is not a good thing to be farting around with, and I think there's another box over here that does stuff. We just gotta hope to not get into that. New rad hose on the upper. We got PS and PBs. So she was fairly optioned up. Of course, didn't have AC originally, but I don't know. I mean, we got a fuel pump. Yeah. I mean, I think it's got everything on it. I see a starter down there. Should be enough for us to see if it'll bark off anyway. Listen, feller, you're getting, bring it down. You're getting a little excited on me. We got to see if this thing even rolls over first before we get too carried away here. Kind of concerning why there's so many belts just laying everywhere. There's got to be a reason for that. Normally I just grab the belt, tension her up, and use the fan blades, see if she'll whirl over, but we ain't got that option. So 1.25 inches, I believe, should be this 318. We'll throw it on the crank and see if I can manually twist her over. Just gotta fight to get in here. There we go. Oh. Ow. Yeah. Oh, there went the ratchet. So, you know, I'll never see that again, but it did turn over slightly. If a guy can get 360 degrees of rotation, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna roll around on the ground now for about a half hour, try to find that, and then resume this activity. Here we go. All right. It's definitely going. There's a little bit of a ridge in there. I'm hearing compression through the fuel make it happener. So things are going. There's stuff, there's science happening in the block in there. Oh. Okay. Yep. So engine rotates. Good news. Yeah. Yep. Get out of here. Oh, we got original edge on the jack armature, and even got the jack down here. I'll be dipped. Blood stick doesn't look that bad. 78 gallons overfilled, which that's better than empty, I guess. Put that back. What have we got on Earl's? Don't see any water on here. No gas, no antifreeze, definitely no water. It's not bad actually. It's about 3/4 of a quart low, which is perfect. So all the juices look pretty good on this. I guess we can check the radiator up here and see what that says. Hopefully this didn't freeze up. I had a really wonky winter here in Tennessee. No one was prepared for, you know. What have we got in here? Oh, she's plumb full. Ice cube juice. Green even. I think a guy's gonna get some juice on the old fuel make it happen here. See if we could bring the throttle down to maybe just 38% instead of 97. And then we just jump straight into throwing some fire maker down this and see if it barks off and makes some noise. I'm not one to make a plan per se, but I do have a series of events that I'm gonna follow in order here. I'm gonna soak down the fuel make it happener, try to get those linkages again. While that's soaking, we're gonna see if we got any lightning at the sparkulators. We can definitely put the fuel to it. I just wanna make sure that the lightning system is working first. So I'm gonna pop this in line. It's just a little light bulb thing. I don't know, lightning hose, sparkulator. When you crank on it, light flashes. It's doing the thing on there for the, you know, the spark. So easy way to tell. But we need a battery. I got just the thing. Yeah, so I told you to stay out of the cockleburrs, and then you go straight through them. You got to stay over there. Very specific reason. I'm going with the Marine Deep Cycle. It's got a go handle on it, basically. Plus these here Marine units, they got a lot of CCAs, you know. I ought to put this starter into Tokyo drift mode, really get this thing cranking over. Good thing they labeled on these. Goodness. There we go. The other thing is they got these here threaded posts, so if you need to run any accessories, you know, fuel pump, make it happen or something like that, you got that right there. Fire test. No sparkles. Don't hear any sizzling. When rigs sit a while, run a fire test on them. Could get some shorts, things like that. You don't want to burn your rig down with your good battery in, so at least get your good battery out, then let it burn down. I think we're good there for now. Okay. Get my sparkle tester in line. Let's go right up here. Easy to reach. Okay. Set that up here. All right, we'll spin her over now and see what we got. Got my Lone Wolf 10,000 out. Dodge was nice enough to have a steel mid-junction, just like Ford. Screwdriver, Leatherman, piece of wire, coat hanger, barbed wire, piece of gum, whatever. Transfers electricity is what I'm saying. You just get in here and you can fire on them right away. Oh, okay. Well, a couple things. I am positive that this battery is fully charged because I've had it on boost boiling for the last 3 months. That thing is barely rolling over. Also hearing some really weird squeaking noises and not happy sounds in the rotating assembly here. It's not good. Let me try it again. I'm gonna at least see if we got sparkles. I wasn't even looking because the sounds threw me off there a little bit. Well, it's got lightning, but we got something else going on here. Well, to kick things off here, feller might have a bad starter down there, but that's just unheard of for a Mopar, right? So I'm gonna check, make sure it's not the ground cable. I'm gonna pull this all the way off, clean this up here. Cables look to be in pretty decent condition, actually. Normally I get them frayed, just hammered on and stuff like that, but all this looks to be fine. I am gonna clean up this connection here, and that's gonna do nothing. And then I'm gonna call around and have to special order a starter. Great. Well, let's see if that did anything here. Nope. The other thing I'm hearing consistently is that the engine isn't rolling over smoothly. It's not just a constant crank. It's up and down and all over the place. And that's telling me the compression on all these pistons are just different. Some are up, some are down, some are in the basement, crawl space even. So that's not very good either. So I think we do have a starter issue. I don't think I'm gonna get it spinning fast enough to fire off with this starter in here. So I'm gonna call around, see if I could find one. Chances are we won't, and we'll suffer through it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Well, it did burn up some daylight, but a guy did find one, I think. I just can't believe it, but I guess I got to. I'm looking right at it. They look nothing alike, so that's good. But we'll just have to see what the conage of the nose and the voltage on the upper. I seem to remember starters on these 318s. There's a lot of, you know, this means interchangeability or something, is what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna get stuff in my eyes and get this one out, and then we'll compare on them, and, you know, probably have to order another one or something. That's fine. Starter's out. You want to have fun. do that. Well, they don't look anything like each other. This one looks like an Uncle Dad starter. This one's like Alien. But maybe might could work. The bolt pattern things line up. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at. So I guess we're just gonna bolt her in and twirl on it and see what happens. Well, the old eyelet was too small for the new starter, so I had to snag a new one on here real quick. And I'm hoping this guy, well, she should fit. If not, I'll just barrel her out with the step bit, you know, and then snag it in. By the way, the casting numbers are up there, and yep, she's for sure 318 flavor. That's good, I guess. Starter's done. Before we see if it lines up with the saber-tooth whirly disc down there and the go forward, go backward selector machine, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the fuel line from the fuel tank right before the pump here, because I don't know what we got going on in that tank. I can tell you from rooting around on my back for the last 16.3% hours, it's got a plastic fuel tank, which that's actually pretty good news. Sometimes they have a little soot in them, but you're not gonna get that typical rust. You know what I mean? Wow, what in the devil is going on with this thing now? There we go. Well, from the time that we have been cranking on it, fuel pump making happen or not pumping. So that's also good. But anyway, let's try this out. See if it turns over faster now. Okay, see what happens. Oh yeah, good. Because otherwise she would have just been taunt, you know, with the clearances and whatnot. Bad science, engine blow it up, basically, is what I'm saying. So we got sparkles, she's whirling now. We got fuel pump disconnected, so I guess we can go ahead and just throw something that makes fire down the yap, see if this thing makes some noise, and then we can kind of just keep going. You know, this is where a real plan would help. I don't, you know, the past 20 years I haven't quite jotted one down yet. By the way, why do they put this in here? They always fade and rot, and then you can't see any of the options. 318, well, I guess it says it right there. What else? Stud disc. Well, we got dinner plate brakes. Yep. Okay, does it have rotted wheels on here? Not seeing that anywhere. Black something. Anyway, see how this throttle edge is going. Oh yeah, like brand new. That curl oil sure is expensive, but I tell you what, it works. We're gonna throw some Firemaker 40-1 down the yap. It's just some old lawnmower gas or tiller gas or whatever you got that doesn't smell good. Mix that with a little bit of two-stroke oil and you get some juice like this. The two-stroke keeps the cylinders lubricated and whatnot and helps prevent washing the cylinders down. It's not so hard on the rig. Don't be the feller that just comes in here with carb cleaner and brake cleaner and soaks these down. Oofda. It's not good. Okay. Should we see what happens now? Ignition sticks, are them dangling forward? Yep. All right, let's see if it'll make some noise. Wow, for Pete's sake. Did we lose sparkle? No, can't be. We did. Well, how did that happen? Wonder if the key is that touchy. She is not wanting to fire. Whoa, that was way too much. Perfect. Let's see what it says to us now. Oh, can you give me some choke? There we go. Bring the thunder. It is not wanting to bring anything. Bring it again. Not even one pitter patter was heard. Guy's gonna go on right ahead and snag out a sparkulator here, dig my peepers right into it and see what we got going on. I wanna just adjust my manual fire maker flow, see if we got too much or too little. And I just haven't looked at these yet, you know. Trying to be lazy and save a couple dollars. Well, help me understand this thing. Oh, yeah, she's dry yet. These don't look like they were put in that long ago. AC Delco, right brand. Strap's a little torquilated on it. I can re-torque that back. There we go. It's probably dropped, been put in. She might just need more fire maker down it, that's all. In fact, we'll direct inject some right here. Psst. So we know we got some in one. Swing this back down. Swing. Get in there. I wonder what Willie Nelson's doing today. He's got a C10, I heard. Let's bring the thunder. Bring it again. Guy did check on the firing order here, and that's correct. I thought maybe that would be Kitty Wampus. Popped off the filler neck cap, made sure we had rockers, the tippy tapping. Timing chain, it's doing something. Okay, it's there. Next thing, I pulled out the lightning can here, and the secondary winding, I'm not liking it. It's a little low for a guy. Unfortunately, all I had in stock here at the barn was an MSD, over budget, big time. Doubling the value of the truck, but that's what I got, fellers, okay? We're losing light, as you can see. I'm trying to, let's get it running, you know? So I'm gonna pop this in. I'm hoping that it's just a weak spark issue, because we're getting sparkle. I know we're getting fuel. And then we can maybe look at the ballast resistor, see what kind of voltages we got coming in here, and kind of work our way through it. But first step is get this thing put in. And out of the box, missing a nut. Perfect. Does this one fit on there? Probably not. It does not fit. Great. Well, the guy thought, wait a minute, let's go ahead and test on this before we hurl my belly over the front here and put this in. It's already scratched up and stuff. It's missing a screw. Tested on it. Yeah. B.O.B. Bad out of box. I don't know why I had it on the shelf. Huh. Anyway, snagged this one out of lawsuit sitting next door here. Sorry. I'll replace it probably never. Super stocks. Cassell. This one I know is good, so we'll throw this one in now. Yep. Okay. Well, it just ain't sitting right with the feller. We're not getting more fire out of this thing, so I went ahead and put this little cheapy timing light on it, and we're nowhere close. Not even the same zip code or tree row. So I went ahead and cleaned up the old power whirler disc down there. and cleaned up the timing mark on it, cleaned up the timing tab. There was a bunch of grease and oil on there. Couldn't read nothing. But I think I got her lined up close-ish enough. Now I could take that lightning whirler cap off, see where the rotor's rotating towards, and check on this firing order again and get the timing a little bit more close, and then we can go ahead and start dumping some more Firemaker down it. But I'm thinking that might hopefully have been the issue here. Got to looking closer here, and this is a good indication that last feller just, you know, didn't know what to do with the hands. And then also that is nowhere close to lining up and firing spark out the right lighting nose there. So give me a couple minutes here, gonna dial that in by the eye meter and get back to cranking on this. If you look really close there, the guy actually wrote the firing order on the cap there, but problem is I can't rotate this far enough around to get them to line up without the vacuum canister hitting the intake. So I've got to basically just pull all these off, plug them back in correctly, move them over, see here, and that should resolve that issue. That shouldn't be up against the intake anyway. It's about in the right position-ish. Maybe even could go back there a little bit more. So we're gonna move that number one over here. Well, the guy's got that eye metered in, you know, should be close enough to run, but won't be perfect. By all accounts, according to engine nerding, this should fire. We know we don't have a bad timing chain. Well, it could be bad, but it's not broken or jumped off. We can see the valve train moving. We got spark. We know we got fuel, so it should fire. Dump a little bit of that in there. Go in and twist on the key. There it goes. Oh, a little backfire. Sounded pretty good though. A little more fuel. Maybe I can get it from out here. Now, that's good news. Shaky little devil. All right. Well, she's definitely a runner and doesn't sound that bad so far. Not any clanking, banging, or knocking like a Jehovah's Witness, so that's good, I guess. I think all it had was just a bad ignition coil, and the last feller just went a little bit too far, jumped over it. Must have got into timing and firing order and all that stuff and just got lost or confused. So sometimes fellers, it's just something simple. I've bought some rigs that sat for years just for a water pump or starter or something like that. So don't be afraid to take a gamble every now and then. 9 out of 10 times you'll lose, but one win is a win, you know. Tell you what, fellers, I'm eager to get this thing out on the highway. See how she does down the road, but I got some stuff fighting against me here. We're about to lose light again in 15-20 minutes, and it's fixing to start raining in about an hour and not let up for about 3 days. So I think what a guy's gonna do is utilize on the time, clean up here, push this up into the barn really quick. That way a guy can keep working on it tonight, see? And maybe by the dawn's early light, we can scoot this down the road, maybe head into the tavern, or maybe make a dump run. I don't know. We got to drive it though, right? Right. Well, if it does drive. Got my youngest Bentley helping. He moves most of the cars around here with me. Rolls nice. for the help, bud.
Yep.
Good job. How did it pull over here?
Pretty good.
Did it feel lumpy or weird on the wheel?
It kept turning left by itself.
Left pretty hard. Does it have brakes?
Yeah.
It does?
Yes.
All right. Well, she's up here. He did pretty good. A little far on this side, but he had his head just Ace Venturiing out this side, trying to line her up. This will work just fine. Now we can keep working on it through the night and the rain. Well, until a feller can hear this rig idle for a couple minutes, I don't want to needlessly waste money and throw parts at this thing yet. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and hook in a fuel cell here, NHRA spec, try to get this thing just idling. This was sitting in that Buick Riviera for a long time, and you know, it's kind of like wine, gasoline. Just let her sit, ferment a little bit. Yeah, that's ready. It's pretty ripe. Whew, it ought to burn anyway. So we're gonna set this down in here with some professional clamps. There we go. And then just pipe that into the fuel pump, make it happen there. We can also test that, see if that is pumpulating, and then see if this fuel make it happen is any good. I don't know. So far all it does is open and close. Be nice if that was in good working order. Then if we get her idling, then we can move on to changing the oil. Maybe we'll put some sparkulators in it. We got to figure out this belt. We still got a lot going on yet. Also need to get the timing light on it when it's idling, get the lightning where they're locked in and stuff like that. All right, this is installed, you know, and then new line running down to the pump. The old line was just, well, it was shot anyway, you know. What I'm gonna do here is take some fuel and feed it into this line first, and I might even do it backwards way. Take this clamp off, shoot fuel that way. A lot of times when these pumps sit for a long time like this one, the diaphragm gets crispy in that fuel pump, and then the diaphragm ain't diaphragming and you got no pump. So I'm gonna try to help it along. A lot of times if you just plug these in and start cranking on it, nothing's gonna happen. And if you remember when I took this line off, she was dry. I mean, the truck kind of just went and dust came out. So we know the diaphragm is dry. Just trying to help it out and prevent having to replace that pump, hopefully. Well, we got that all plumbed in now, pre-juiced on both ends, see? I got the ignition off, we don't need it to fire. I'm just gonna crank it and see if it'll start pumping. I see it pumping. Trying to. There we go. I was getting nervous on the starter there. That's an awful lot of work for a Mopar unit. It is pumping, so the fuel pump works. That's good, saves us $22.89. Now we can go ahead and hook up the fuel, make it happener. See if this bowl will fill up. I'm sure the needle is stuck. We'll go ahead and just take a peek in there, I guess. Nozzle, we're right here, you know. Guy just pulled out the fuel inlet here. The needle just sits right there. It's not stuck. Got a little woozy there. But she's not plugged up either, so I don't know. We'll just put her back in, I guess. Well, what in the devil? Well, where did I put my Leatherman now? I don't know. I'll use a different key. Got all the vacuum lines plugged off again. Still don't have the ignition on. We'll just crank it over for a little bit and fill up the bowl. Okay, that thing's smoking, so that's good. Oh, there's my Leatherman. Okay. Get this wire out of here. Now the ignition's hot. Let's go ahead and see if we can get her to bark off again. Is it gonna idle? Okay, well, there we go. Wow. It's just sitting here idling. I'll be dipped. Give her a little more timing. There we go. See where we're at. Sounds pretty good. Oh, we got dual pipelators. I better shut her down. We ain't got no water pump. Look at the oil pressure. I'll be dipped. We might have a good little engine. Well, I still didn't get the timing set with the light. I got confused on what was a 10 and a 0 because there's 10, 0, 10 or whatever. So I'm going to clean it up again, probably hit it with a marker. And then the next time we fire it up, we'll actually get the light on it. I think these 318s, like somewhere between 6 and 8 degrees initial timing from just the experience I've had with them on a stock unit anyway. So we'll try to get that set up. But man, this thing runs I didn't even see a bunch of blow by. There's no obvious smoking issues other than it's cold out, so we have condensation. Sounded really quiet. I don't remember the last time I fired up a rig that was sitting this long and it didn't at least clatter for a little bit. This thing has exceptional oil pressure, almost scary too much exceptional gooderish. I mean, it's up there, but that's fantastic. So I guess I'm gonna quick put this belt back on so we can get a water whirler going and a charger later. That way we can run it a little bit longer and start tuning this thing in. And then we can move on to testing the gear selector, see if we got forward and the R's on it. That would be pretty neat. I wonder why they pulled this off. Power steering one's missing too. I don't know the answer, is what I'm telling you. So I am asking. Got the belt snipped on, and then if you look close, the guy went ahead and got a line painted on there now so we can actually see what we're shooting at with the timing light. So I'm gonna fire her back up. It's got ice cube juice in it. We should be able to let it sit here and maybe even warm up a little bit. I don't hear any clattering or anything like that. I'm not too worried about the oil that's in it. At least get the timing set, get the lightning where they're locked in, and we can go from there. Here we go. Wow. Sounds great. These are working right. She's chargulating. Oil pressure still looks great. Temperature's still coming up, but so far this thing sounds like it runs really good. So I've just been sitting here letting it idle still, waiting for the thermostat to open, hopefully. Temperature is coming up on the gauge slowly, which is good. I just want to see if it overheats or not. I did unfortunately find that with any sort of throttle, it misses really bad. It gets to shaking. Could be the notorious timing chain on the 318, but we might be able to work our way through that. We got a wonky looking sparkulator hose We could change on the sparkulators. We could tune the carburetor a little bit. There might be some vacuum leaks. In fact, I think I feel one right there. So there's some things that we could do to maybe get some of that stutter out. But big thing is, let's see if this overheats or not. I think it's about ready to open. Look at all the stuff that came out of the bell housing there. Got her up in her teeth here. Gonna change on the oil first, but good opportunity to crawl under the rig and take a closer look at her here. Look at that. Got some new muffulator pipes. Well, at least a couple feet here and there. First glance, pretty clean truck actually. Got some rust, of course, in the cab corners. Up in the floor there. Oh, they already fixed on that with some net, you know. See, brake lines. Looks like that's been patched. Oh, yeah, so that's been patched. Apparently right there is where that broke. See the new starter we got in. Doesn't seem to be leaking a lot. A lot of blue paint left on that guy there. Independent front suspension. When did that start? I don't know, the tin grills were 72 to 80, I think, something like that. But plastic tank, that's good news. Gives me confidence we can maybe plug this thing in and get some more capacitize out of the fuel there. Frame looks to be in really good shape. U-bolts, don't breathe on them. They'll snap. We'll pretend we didn't see that. Shocks have been replaced. I mean, someone's, you know, dolled her up over the years. Took pretty good care of it, I would say. Pretty solid rig. Well, let's drop this oil, see what kind of flavor filtre we got, get that done. Then well, maybe I'll go ahead and grease. This probably has a, yeah, we'll grease the U-joints and a couple other things while we got her up in the air here. And then we'll bring her down and see if we can get that roughness out of the engine there. Well, that rain's really coming down. Glad we moved indoors here. Oh, that's 7,000 degrees. Whoa, a lot of metal on the plug. Good 1/4 inch. Maybe she just hasn't been changed on in a while, you know? See what kind of flavor filtre we got. Yeah, oh, she's a Quaker State. Oh, be dipped. Don't see them a lot. Gotta be careful, fellers. See? Make sure you're getting the O-rings off the old filtres. You accidentally double stack these when you put the new one in, and uh-oh. One of these is gonna blow it out and you're gonna lose all your oil pressure pieces instantly. And hello, Rod Knockney. It's that one neighbor. You don't want to meet him, basically. I'm putting a Wix back up in her here. Just a reminder to put the date and or the mileage on your filtres, gentlemen. Fuel filtres. Transmission, oil, whatever. That way a guy knows what in the world is going on around here. You know what I mean? Today's flavor of oil is the old standby. Rotella 1540 diesel oil. This has 1200 ppm in it, fellers, which is the same, if not more, than the fancy racing oils and classic car oils and all of that out there. Except this is like considerably cheaper. Just read the data sheets on this stuff, guys. It blows your mind right off. Well, I got a plugged fun ale. What's going on? Oil's topped off. Gonna go ahead and pop some new sparkulators in. Got some Champions here. And then I got some house cleaning things I'm gonna do. Like I gotta tighten up the dizzy, put the lightning can back in the bracket, tighten that down, throw a piece of chicken wire over the battery so that doesn't go anywhere, you know. Stuff like that. And then we'll see, maybe we got the shakes out of this thing. It probably just needs to get the cobwebs blowed out of it, you know what I mean? Well, guys got lipstick on a peg under here, all right. Everything is dolled up and secured and whatnot. Got the vacuum gauge on the fuel make it happener here. Gonna fire it back up and we'll dial in the idle circuit there, see if we can get it to idle a little bit more smooth. Also, the sparkulators didn't look bad, but the heat range was way, way off. So this is a hotter plug. It's going to clean the combustion chamber a little bit better and not leave so much soot behind and get a cleaner burn, hopefully. That should probably help. And then I know the idle circuit's off. So basically we're just going to adjust these screws up here till we get the most vacuum as possible in inches of mercury, which is a planet and or a vehicle. So I don't know. It's a science gauge is what I'm saying. Let's see how it sounds now. Fire it up here. Sure does start nice. Well, unfortunately, this fuel make it happener is pretty well shot. I mean, it needs a lot of work, at least minimum. It'll get a guy to the tavern or the post office, but right here there's a shaft in here, of course, for your butterfly. And there's a little bushing in there that gets worn out. When that happens, you can hear it sucking air really weird. It's like a high-pitched squeal. I was hearing that, and then when I shut it off, you could see a bunch of smoke just rolling out of here. So we've got a pretty big air leak right here that we're just not going to be able to adjust for, and that's going to cause that stumbling and hesitation right off idle that we're getting. Now you can drill those out and doctor them up and this and that, but I think I got just the thing. Let me go dig in my parts bin. Here we go, found her. Duster. So I've got a few dusters, but one of them that I picked up here a couple years ago has a 318 in it. And I picked up a fuel make it happener for it, but it ended up having a jump timing chain and transmission's bad and the dash lit on fire. And, you know, there's some other stuff. So that got shelved, but this thing here is actually really close, or should be, to the unit on this truck here. And there's no brand, you know, it's made in China, so you know it's good. So I think what we'll do is just plop this on there. At least we know it should not be leaking. Well, leaking less than the one that's on there. And then boom, carburetor rebuild, done. This thing was like $39 or something like that. It was 55 bucks shipped to the door. Just in case the guy didn't believe me, look at that. You can literally see light through that pin. Just completely rotted through. So, shot. That came off good. Gasket came out, but I think there might be some new gaskets in that box. There we go. Looks way over budget, but it's not. Well, let's twist on the ignition stick again and see if we got that issue figured out here. It was right after you start cracking on it, it really started stumbling and running rough. She quit, but it sounded a lot better before that. So I think that definitely resolved the issue. I'm gonna go ahead and put the vacuum gauge on it again, do that same exact process, and then this is just dialed right in like the old CRT TV. Click, click. Speaking of, I didn't realize till I got older, but I was used as a danged old TV remote for many, many years of my young life. If you were too, bleep bloop that down in the comments. Just curiosity caught the tiger or whatever. Guy might could have this on the road yet, but a couple things that are gonna hold us up here. Stopulators and the transmission. My son said there was brakes of some kind, but I don't know if that's the case yet. Wow, that ain't been off in a long time. Well, there's juice in there, but it looks terrible. Oh boy. I gotta clean that out. I can't leave that. Well, I dug in there and got some of those crystals and some sort of shell floating in there. Out, seen it before, believe you me. Gonna top her off here. This is a peak brake fluid. If you didn't know they make it, they do. And the nice thing is it's 3N4. You're not supposed to mix stuff and this and that and certain flavors for certain lines and years. This takes all the guesswork out of it. Yeah, yeah. All right. Go hit the pedal and see what happens, I guess. All right. Pedalage. Oh yeah, tons of pedal. Well, let's check the gear selector while I'm here. There's juice on the stick, so reverse. There you go. Kind of late, but it went. Neutral. Drive. Feels like something's holding the truck back. Yeah, we got a brake stuck or something. That's not me hitting the brake. Great. We got a clogged up wheel somewhere. I wonder if it would just come out of it if we just started driving on it. That'd be nice. Well, see, and it's raining out, so we gotta fix the sunroof here. Needs to be glass, preferably. So I'm gonna do the right thing and just add in some cardboard here. This will be the structure, and then we'll come back and waterproof on it. Looking pretty good. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no broken sunroof around here. Don't get it right, fellers. Just get it done. Well, I think I got everything, picked up in here. Good enough anyway. Take this thing for a burn. Oh, wait. Let's see if we got some head lanterns on this. Pick the safety up just a skosh. It's raining and gloomy and dusk. See what happens when we pull on the knob here. What do we got? Oh, sure. Oh, this one's bad. No, it's not. Now, most and likely, what's going on with the dragon wheel is fluid shoots through them old pipes, see, the rubber ones, but it doesn't get to come back because they're expanded and it's constricted, or think of it like a garden hose that's kinked. So fluid can get squished out because of the pressure of the master cylinder, but it's not coming back in. Most likely what's going on, but there's a very slight poundage percentile chance that it could be a pad just sticking to one of them dinner plate brake rotor things, but probably not. Thankfully it's raining. That'll keep it from overheating immediately and shutting us down, but let's just go snip it down the highway real quick, snag it back, and see what happens. Mistakes were made, okay? I have no idea where I'm at. We did not check the lug nuts or the tires on this thing, and I've got a severe death wobble up front. Also, there's definitely a brake dragging, and when you touch the brakes, it locks the truck up. So, I mean, I guess there is brakes. They just don't seem to be working correctly, I guess you could say. Did not rain-X the windshield, and the wipers just make some sort of violent snapping noise underneath the cowl, so I can't see nothing. Good news is she runs. I've hit second gear a couple times. Oil pressure is way up there still. Temperature's doing good. It's got the normal pieces. Still charging. This might be a going to town rig, guys. And I ain't kidding you. keep heading this way for a while. Kick down. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. I think we spun the tire. Corner came up on me a little bit there. Boy, that would get the blood pumping. I gotta get my head out the window or something here, because this is not working right. Nice looking barn. Might as well see if it spins out. River is really up. I am still lost pretty significantly. Boy, there's something really wrong with this front end. Was that a dang peacock? It was. Oh. Anyway, the front end, something really wrong. Just kind of, maybe it's because I don't got the PS hooked up. No. Broken, really broken. Oh yeah, I'm starting to smell brake now, really bad. I better pull in here and let them just cool down a touch. Nope, I don't want to pull in there, I'll get stuck. Safe to say it's this wheel hanging up, and you can tell because of the way that it is. All that smoke is not supposed to be pouring out of there like that, you know. Well, I suppose we better find my way home. We're way south of town. Sure is a nice creek back here. I'm stuck, guys, like bad. Thought I'd sneak down the drive here a little bit more and turn around on the grass forward. No. Nope, that ain't happening. I'm not going either direction right now. Went up and apologized to these good folks for leaving tracks in their yard and their driveway. I'm gonna go up here and smooth this out a little bit and start hoofing home. Called Jessica, dropped her a pin. She's on the way. I'll meet her down the road somewhere, but that's gonna do it for this episode. Hey, back on the road after 15 years. Kept it out of a scrapyard, or worse, a crusher. I don't know what to do with the thing. It obviously needs a lot of brake work, suspension, front end work. Is it worth it? Adventure 150? I don't know. You guys bleep bloop down below and let me know. Also, don't forget to check out Hunting Clash down there in the description. And thank you to those guys for sponsoring a video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.